AEW Fight Forever is a dead game. Maybe not controversial, but I'm just gonna say it now. All right, it's been 3 months, and in this video, I'm just gonna go over why it's a dead game, what has happened since my previous video about asking whether it's dead or not, and to see what the problem is. So let's get into it. Have there been any significant changes for AEW Fight Forever? Yes. One specific mode dropped back in late August, as it was Stadium Stampede. Finally, I know, it finally dropped after like, what, 2 months of dry ass content? They finally drop it on us, and it's actually pretty fun. I like it. There's only one problem though. It's filled with bots. Like 2/3 of the people playing are bots. So you only find about 5 people that are actually playing at a time. And that's the main crux of why this game is in so much peril. Because no one's playing it. I know, I was shocked. Okay, so when Stadium Stampede mode launched, there actually was a spike. About 160 people played when it came out, and then it is now back down to where it was, which is about 30 or so people, 30 to 40 people, which is really bad. In 3 months to go from like 1,400 to the 40 is platform killing. Is there anything else that's happened? I think they released the Bunny and Keith Lee DLC. Other than that, not much else. So, as you can tell, despite having a new game mode and a new DLC drop, which is fucking pathetic, but you know what, it's something, it still hasn't been able to reinvigorate AEW Fight Forever. I talked about mods and how important they are and how they can keep the game afloat. So, as of September 17th, 2023, the current state of the mods it's barren. It's a complete wasteland. If you go to ProWrestlingMods.com, you will see that there's no new mods. You see them for 2K23, but there is no new mods. There's one mod I saw that came out like a week ago. But the mod scene for this game is completely dead. Just flat out. No one's making mods for it, probably because no one's playing the game, so what's the point of making mods if no one's gonna use them, you know? Alright, fine. Okay, we've kind of dragged this game for a while. Anything else? Road to Elite has no improvements, which wasn't really surprising to me that we haven't had anything for Road to Elite, but nothing has happened. It's still the same shitty story mode that hasn't changed at all. It's the same thing. And the same thing with Creative Wrestler, which is honestly more egregious. There have been like 0 new Creative Wrestler parts. 0. None. Zip. Alright? Nothing has been added to this Creative Wrestler to make it. I don't even think there's been any parts. There's been like no parts. Like the only thing you can do, I guess, is to like make the attires on the wrestlers golden, which, I mean, you would have to play 100 matches apparently with the character, so what's the point? You know? Communication is still horrendous. Alright? It's horrific. It is absolutely terrible. The communication is completely non-existent at this point. People just, like, if you go to their Fight Forever Twitter page, they're not doing anything. They're just talking about, like, Adam Cole playing the video game. Like, there's no updates for the game. The game is truly DOA. It's dead. Alright, so we've ripped on the content, no mods. Road to Elite is still the same shitty thing. The fucking mini games are still in existence. The Creative Wrestler has had 0 updates. No new okay, well maybe but not enough DLC characters, like, to really make things fresh. Anything else? What about online? Have they fixed online? No. In fact, I tried to go online to just see if I could find a match. I couldn't find a match whatsoever. I went in both ranked and casual. I went in both modes, and I could not find one person to play with. So, even though that this says there's like 40 people, I mean, obviously not all of them are playing multiplayer, but I could not find a single match in this game. That is how bad the state of AEW Fight Forever is, where you can't even find any online matches. Alright, now we've rambled on about how nothing has happened. The why. Why is this game so dead? I guess I guess it's not just why the game is dead, it's how it got to this point. I think it's the more interesting question. Honestly, I saw something a while ago about how THQ and Ukes have abandoned this game, and I think it's very accurate. I honestly believe that they just wanted to push this game out of the door, even though it wasn't fully ready with the content and having like a content schedule or whatever. There is nothing there. They just wanted to push this game out, get the money they can, and then just leave it dead. Alright? There's nothing to get you excited about AEW Fight Forever. Nothing. And I honestly do feel like that THQ Nordic has completely abandoned this game and they're just going to write it off. So what happens now? Will we see a comeback of this game? Honestly, no. With how little communication there's been, how little content there's been, I just feel like that this game is just completely died. And I don't think it's going to come back because Ukes and THQ seem like they have no interest in doing anything else with this game. It just is like it's a corpse that got run over by a car like 10 times. So I don't think anything can be done really to save this game. I really don't. Because they already dropped the one thing that could have possibly saved this game. Stadium Stampede. That was their big mode that they wanted to drop. And because just nothing. After it dropped, people came back for a couple days or so, and that was it. So, AEW Fight Forever has kind of dug its own grave. I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but clearly something terrible, or they just completely lost hope in this game. And I guess my point at the end is that will we ever see another AEW Fight Forever game? Probably not. At least for the next long amount of years. Because game development takes a lot of time and a lot of money. And if people can't see that money or can't recoup that cost, they're not going to make the game. Same thing. And I'll probably get into another video about the current state of AEW games department as a whole, because there's some interesting and kind of sad things that are developing on that. That's another video for another day. Overall, I am incredibly disappointed by the fact that this game has just been left out to die and wither away. Because there was actual core fun gameplay in this game. But it's been just completely abandoned. Like, it doesn't matter. And if the developers and publishers are going to treat it like it doesn't matter, why should the gamers care? I honestly think that this game is just going to yeah, it's going to have some people play it here and there, but there's just not enough here and it should not have been $60. That to me was kind of a sign. This game was not worth $60. I feel bad because I actually paid $60, and this is what I get, you know? So yeah, AEW Fight Forever has died. You could have said it died a month ago, but honestly, this is probably, the end. And it sucks because I love wrestling games, and when they fail like this, it sucks. It's hard. So, yeah. That's about it, everyone. See ya. Bye.